Hey, shipmates, how's it going today? Patrick here. Ah, it's been a few days, and we had that disastrous little live stream that I tried to do last week. And yeah, there's a reason I'm labeling this as a post mortem. It's like the thumbnail says, "What went wrong? Let me count the ways." Uh, I think part of the problem is I got no business uh going live on my own. I need someone to bounce off of. So I think moving forward, most of my stuff is going to be of the recorded variety, except the interviews I've got. I've got a couple coming up in the next couple, 3 weeks. Um, but I need someone to prompt me or give me a chance to catch up mentally so that I'm not all the time sitting around going, "Oh, what am I supposed to be doing here? I don't know. I don't understand." And that's a lot of what happened last Sunday. Um, Another thing that kind of happens, part of the problem with going on with that particular game session is I let myself go too long between pieces of that, and I my writer brain started filling in blanks, and I wasn't really quite ready to let uh, the probability matrices and the dice fill in some of what I had already filled in my head. So I'm going to chalk that up as a lesson learned. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more recording on Bright Was That Sword. Not to say that I'm giving up doing the actual plays altogether. I don't want to do that, but I don't I'm going to finish that story as a story, the way it's building up in my head. I've got some ideas for it. And if I get stuck while I'm writing it, I've always got the book to help jog me along. That, but I think I'm going to kind of put that particular one to bed, and I will let you guys know when the story is finished and posted up on Archive of Our Own. I I plan to finish it, but a lot of this is new to me. I'm making it up as I go along, learning as I go along. So I say I'm going to finish the story, but I think that particular actual play I'm going to be wrapping up. I will be having other adventures with Captain Marshall and the crew of the Seneschal. I just am going to have to figure out the best way to go about it. For one, I'm going to have to before I start documenting things, before I start trying to write things out, I need to actually finish the game. I need to just roll things, figure out what's going on, and finish it out in, 1 or 2 sessions. I can't be doing one scene per session and dragging it along, because it starts percolating up here, and we get things like what's happening right now. So I think I'm going to put that one to bed, finish it up on my own, and in the not terribly distant future, start a new story, a new game session, and actually work on rolling and finishing that one out in one setting. If I've learned nothing else from watching Michael Dismuke and Jim Johnson with their actual play, it's you gotta boom, 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 go roll through it, or you're going to start having the little cognitive dissonance that I've been having about worrying about the tables overruling something that you want to do. So there's that. I am going to be doing some other videos. I've got a video planned for on game planning, on how I do some of my game planning. I'll be doing that shortly. What else? And this is why I'm not doing this live. Otherwise, you'd be sitting here watching me hem and haw. And I may leave this in just so you are reminded why we don't want that to happen. But there are new products coming out. Modifius just released the Federation Klingon War, which I am slowly going through. I will probably wait until the print edition is in my hand to do a full-fledged review, but I'll probably be doing commentary on it in the not terribly distant future. I've got a couple of interviews coming up. I'm going to be talking to Bill Barbado from Final Frontiersman. I'm going to be talking to Al Spader, creative mastermind, coming up at the end of the month. And I'm working on getting a few more lined up here and there, both on the Star Trek and the Shadowrun fronts. And I'm not going to rule out doing live streams entirely, but it is really not my niche. If I'm live, it's going to be because I've got someone to ping pong ideas with. And that's about all I've got to say this time around. I appreciate your patience as I face the learning curve of making this all work. Live long and prosper, guys. I will catch you on the next one. There will be a next one. Good night.